Companies in Malaysia have started to embrace gender equality in the workplace. Companies have started to hire more women to hold important positions in the company, such as the chairperson of board of directors, a chief executive officer, and also chief operating officer. For example, according to World Bank, Malaysian firms have 13.8% female board members, more than the average of Asia Pacific, which is only 12.5%. According to Hirschman, the percentage of female board members have increased significantly from 2010 to 2019. This shows that women play an important role in the decision and also the future direction of the company. For example, Tan Sri Dr. Zeti Akhtar Aziz is the chairwoman for Board of Directors of Sime Darby Property, along with Datin Norazah Muhammad as the independent non-executive director. Tan Sri Dr. Zeti Akhtar Aziz is also the group chairwoman for Pemodalan Nasional Berhad, PNB. PNB is one of the largest fund management companies in Malaysia. However, there are displeasing reports suggesting that women have experienced gender discrimination in the workplace. According to a poll conducted by Women at Organizations and VAS.ai, 56% of women have experienced workplace gender discriminations. 47% of them were asked about their marital status and their plan of starting a family. They were also passed up for promotions, although they are more qualified for the job. This unethical behavior has a damaging effect to the environment of the workplace and also the reputation of the company. Failure to solve this issue would further cause many problems to the company. Therefore, an effective solution with a good implementation is essential to solve this issue. As part of team in the Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development and Ministry of Human Resources, we are responsible to find the solution and implementation plan for companies that are facing this issue in Malaysia. In this presentation, we will suggest the solution on how to solve this issue.
One of the solutions of the problem of discrimination and harassment against women is the flexible job options. Flexible job options include the women choosing their own cubicle positions and also their working time slots. For example, during the interview process, the interviewer can ask the women if they would prefer an early working time or a late working time. This could help the women feel more comfortable as they do not have to work so late and deal with their potential harassers or men that would try to discriminate or harass them. Flexible work options could also include working from home or on a limited number of days. This is to help the discrimination and harassment as some women will be harassed at the workplace, and if they work from home or work only on a certain number of days, their working schedule could coincide with their harassers so that it does not clash and they do not have to meet their harassers. Moreover, cubicle options could also be a solution to help curb discrimination and harassment issues against women at the workplace. Women could be placed far away from men or their potential harassers, and this would help them feel more comfortable and more secured to do their work in peace. This could help increase productivity and result in low turnover as the women would feel comfortable in their working environment and do not have a major reason to leave their workplace or find another company. This solution can be implemented easily as it will not cost anything. During the interview process, the interviewer could ask the women about their choice of working options and also their cubicle position options. A quota could be set and the women could be given priority to choose their working time first so that they could work early and leave early, and this will help curb harassment issues as they do not have to work as late as men. As for the cubicle options, a quota could also be set so that the women could choose their cubicle position so that they would feel more comfortable to do their work and they do not have to deal with potential harassers or be discriminated by any of their co-workers.
Another solution to reduce the women discrimination and harassment is the Gender Equality Awareness Training Program. This program not only can help the women to hold a higher position at the organizations and increase their incomes, but also promoting the importance of women as the workers, and they should not be abused simply because of their gender. However, in the basic way, this program can also allow the learners to know the different kinds of misconduct, and then they will know what considered as the acceptable and what is not. This is because some women will think the behavior like touching as one of the discrimination behavior, and some are not, as this is not clearly defined. The learners can also increase the knowledge about the basic needs of the victims and the services available. This is important especially for the women to protect themselves. For example, the Nestle company had launched this program called the Sexual Harassment Prevention Training Course in July 2019. The graph at the left side shows the result that the women at the management position in this company had increased to 20% in 2020 and is expected to increase to 30% in 2022. For the plan of implementation, the Ministry of Human Resources should look for the trainers that have specialized expertise in this particular field, and they should know the different kinds of teaching skills, tools, and etc. The human resource should also looks for the sponsorship for this program in order to cut off the costs. Next is the Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development. They should make the decision on the topics, the contents, and the needs of different work groups in order to make the program more effective. This is because different work groups had different case studies in the organizations. And lastly, which is the most important one, the trainers should participate actively in this program in order to make to choose the best approach that is applicable to the organization's activities.
My name is Choi Chi and my matrix number is 69365. Coming to the last part of this solution is by implementing policies on gender discrimination issues. Policies provide a proper guidance and guidelines for every staff to comply to it, as well as making reports on inappropriate treatments. For example, women staff are being treated harshly or being sexually harassed by their employers or colleagues. First and foremost, to design an anti-harassment and non-discrimination policy, the company authorities or policy makers should consult professional advices from gender experts. The discussion of the policy should revolve around questions like, is it necessary to restrict the physical contact between men and women staff, and will this restriction affect their work productivity in the company? Moreover, social protection and human rights suggested that a comprehensive gender analysis should be conducted to handle women gender-specific risks and vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities refer to women are actually more susceptible to emotional stress due to their physiological structure that is different from men. And policymakers should be more concerned of this related issue. Lastly, the final developed policy must be clear and unbiased, and every recruited staff must acknowledge the contents and procedures in the policies. To summarize this solution, it is undeniable that the execution of gender-based policy saves time and cost, as well as to avoid any unwanted misunderstanding to occur.
In conclusion, the solutions chosen are the most effective to solve the issue of discrimination and harassment of women at workplace. As stated above, it is easy to implement the flexible work options, while awareness training program go with the guide of specialized expertise to motivate and decide content based on workforce needed. Having a clear and unbiased policy should be familiar at the workplace too. When everything goes smoothly under all solutions, this will bring benefits to companies such as having employers and employees with responsibility and leads to increased productivity level. Moreover, a peace and fun workplace will be created too. Thank you.